Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Mozengo, and I'm going to go ahead and start to share just a little bit about some of the basics of portraiture. Now, we know that portraits are pictures of the human face. So what I'm going to start to do, I'm going to go ahead, just looking for an eraser here that totally works. I'm going to go ahead and start to draw an oval. We know that the human head is in the shape of an oval, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. If I like that shape, I'm just going to go ahead and lightly start to go over those eraser lines as a way to choose my shape. Now, those light sketchy lines are totally okay for right now. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line down the midline of the face. Okay, I'm also going to draw a line that's directly in the middle. This about halfway down the face, this is called the eye line right here. Now, the human head is 5 eyes across. So if I were to lightly draw about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to bring in that part of the face just a little bit and bring out this side to make it fit. I know that the eyes are right in the middle. Now, remember, the human eye is like the shape of a football. Inside of that football, we've got a circle with part of the top cut off. We've got the inside, which is the pupil or the black part of your eye. Okay, oftentimes I'll just put a little white circle in there to show the glistening. Okay, I'm going to lightly go ahead and start to shade this one in. I might use my finger to kind of smudge some of the graphite or pencil lead. Now, don't forget, we've got a small curved line over the top. That's the eyelid. Okay, if I were to draw this like this is one of the eyes, I'm just going to go ahead and start to do some curved lines for eyelashes. The top eyelashes I typically show as a little smile. The bottom I show as like kind of a frowny face of sorts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put those in just really, really lightly. Now let me go ahead and add that to the face. I've got 2 lines. Remember, I always try to keep my lines nice and light so they're easy to erase. So we'll add those in. Pupils with the eye. Okay, we've got eyelids. Okay, now about halfway down, that was the eye line. Now, between the top of the head and that line, right in between there, that's about 1. Oh, I think I have to do that. Force. I have to do it backwards. Sorry, you guys. Anyway. There we go. 1/4 of the way down the face. Okay, that's the hairline. I'll wait for that in just a second. Whatever the height of the eye is, I'll bring that up. So however tall it is, I'll bring that one up. That's roughly about where the eyebrows are. Okay, and as I go along, I'm just going to go ahead and start to erase some of those other guidelines. I'll put in my eyelashes. Okay, now the nose. Now, some of you have started to draw this if you're in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade from last year. But between the eye line and the bottom of the face, that's about 3/4 of the way. 3/4 of the way down, that is the nose line. And then we've got the lips right in between there. Now, those of you that remember this one, the nose is essentially, I'll draw it off to the side. This is the eye line. Here's the bottom. You guys know that I have shown you how to do a circle, circle, circle. Let me keep these parts, and up and around, and up and around, parentheses, parentheses. And if I can erase what's inside here, voila, we have got a nose. So I'm going to go ahead and just really lightly show that nose. Remember, the edges of the nose line up with the tear ducts of our eyes right here. I'm going to lightly show those. Up and around, parentheses, parentheses. We got it. Okay. Now, the lips. Here it is. I'll give it a little bit more space here. The lips themselves. Okay. The lips are essentially, remember, if we were to bring dots down from either of the eyes. That's about how wide our lips are. Here it is. Usually I'll start with those two little dots. I put a curved line right in between them, like a little smiley face. Another little smiley face that echoes it, really similar up on top of it. And then I've got a flat line right here. I'm going to go ahead and connect those. And I'll gently connect all of those guidelines together. And I've got a set of lips. Let me go ahead and just add that in right here. Okay, and once you get some practice at it, practice makes progress. Okay, the eyes, between the eye line right here and the bottom of the nose, this is where we know our ears are. Okay, not too high, not too low, but the human face is gridded out pretty darn well. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and put a skinny, I used to call this like a little hot dog shape, a smaller little hot dog shape. And if I'm able to go around them, okay, and then I've got it. Let me erase some of the little guidelines in there. Now, let's go ahead and finish. If we know that this is our hairline right here, now if I'm doing that, I've got a swoopy little hair that kind of comes through here. I'm going to go ahead and show my hair. Since we know that this is a self-portrait, a portrait of you, right? We know that artists study the human face because we're fascinated by how people live, cultures from around the world. But artists show themselves. They do self-portraits to show themselves in their life and the things that they're feeling. Now, you may want to also end with a kind of a neck. Now, be careful that it's not kind of a pencil neck, skinny neck like this, that it's not ultra neck, okay, that you got going on right here, like an Iron Man kind of a neck, right? But the neck actually comes down right below your ears. So if this is the ear right here tucked in, it'll come right below that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap around a collar. See how I'm almost making a C, like it's laying on its side? I'm going to bring this around too. Maybe I'll make like kind of a ringed collar, and those go off. Okay, so our goal for our self-portraits for this particular project is to make them look realistic, to show the different proportions as best we can. Looking forward to seeing what you make.